I'll wait on your command, Michael.
I doubt that. Welcome to Happy Neighbors.
Hello!
I'm Michael Sapp, and today we're here with
Mr. Big Tony.
got Tony, got Jared Giddens, and we got two special guests. Guys, tell us who you are.
Clinton Yoder.
We got Clinton
And I'm Cory McClendon.
and Cory McClendon. Cory, Clinton, thanks for coming in, guys.
Absolutely, it's an
It's
honor.
our pleasure.
All right, you two guys are coming over from your own show, right?
We are. Yes,
Tell
sir.
us, what do you got going?
Well, our show is called Yodors Talk. It's just two guys. We this is the way we explain it. Two redneck guys that decided to talk about stuff.
I'm in so far.
People, for some reason, want to hear it.
Yes.
And that's really all we can say about it because we don't know much more.
Man, does that sound familiar to anybody? That sounds kind of familiar.
No, I mean it's just something that we our producer Sean, he kind of got us onto it and just started talking about business and having purpose in business, purpose in leadership, and it kind of just went it blew up on us. So
There's a lot you can talk about there.
oh yeah, every angle, man.
Endless.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I really feel like it resonates with a lot of people. So right now in today's society, there's a lot of people that they're searching for their purpose. Mm-hmm. And so helping people find that is truly our passion to kind of help them.
Have you helped anybody? If you're like, dude, here it is, and they're like, got it,
Yeah.
and running with it. Has that happened?
Yeah, I mean, for us, like it goes a lot deeper than just like the podcast. Like it's how we operate in business too.
Yeah.
And so like there's
When you
tons
say
of,
operating business, you're talking about Yoders.
Yes.
Yoders,
Yeah.
Yoders Woodworks.
Yoder
But
metal.
there's more to it, right? Metal.
Yeah, Yoder
Yeah.
metal.
Man, did y'all know that? Y'all know they had all that?
I need a metal building, though.
We
I
got
do
it.
know that.
Hey,
Customer, right here.
I need one for the hunting camp. So.
How much commission do I get?
we'll talk to you afterwards.
Looking for that 30% commission right
I
there.
love it.
Wow, you're expensive. 30?
That's what I give you.
What the heck?
Yeah,
You're overpaid.
that's right, man. I guess I need to come down.
The weather outside is so nice this week. I love the cold, guys. Woo.
Yeah. All
Opened
right.
that big mouth, didn't you? Yeah, insert foot. Yeah.
So you guys do a lot.
We do.
Yeah.
What's the metal situation?
Well, Yoder metal is basically any metal you see on a house roof, the metal siding. We get it in big coils, flat, and we form it, cut it to length, sell it, then trim to fit it. That's really the concept.
And is that
it's
in the same? Like you're in the same area? That's not in a different location.
Well, we have two locations, but
Okay.
they're a quarter mile apart. Yoders
Okay.
Woodworks. It's just out 157, about 13 miles, 13.3 miles on the left.
13.3
from the
miles.
interstate. My father, since '98, has told people that, and I've learned that it's
13.3 miles.
13.3 miles on the left.
That's over there. That's over there, right across from Temple Baptist, right?
It'd be down just a little
Yeah.
further.
Okay.
Yeah, that's our competition across the temple.
Okay.
So, we won't talk about them. No.
Yeah, I thought you were saying your competition's Temple Baptist. what are they building over there? Are they building something? What's going
You just
on?
unlocked a whole
I gotcha.
conspiracy.
That's right. That's right.
So that's the metal side. Then on the woodwork side, the Yodors Woodworks, that's the tiny homes, storage
Yeah.
buildings,
Shooting
carports,
Storm shelters, right?
storm shelters. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Because we did a commercial a couple years ago down there. Man, I was surprised at all the dog kennels,
Yes. Dog kennels,
all kind of stuff.
Y'all do chicken pens?
chicken coops. Yes, sir.
Okay.
We do it. We got two different styles.
I got
Come on
another
down.
customer.
They do
Here we
shooting
go,
houses?
man.
Shooting houses.
Before we leave, you're gonna buy a pole barn.
I need
from us.
4x6 shooting
Don't worry
houses
about
too.
it.
So
No.
Hey, we got them. We got plenty of them.
I need a lot of stuff right now. I
yeah,
need
that's-
30% commission too. So I guess.
Yeah, that's right.
So
Michael,
that's
you
kind of
hiring?
what we do there. But yeah, like we were talking about the podcast, it all inspired off of that, man. We just taking what we've learned in the business. Our passion is our mission statement is to provide resources to help people unlock their full potential in servant leadership. So it's our podcast is called Yodors Talk, Lead with Purpose. So it's kind of, based around our experiences. I mean, our mistakes, our failures, and all that good stuff. And so, yeah.
Man, I was talking to somebody about that just this morning. And I thought, everybody wants to talk about the successes, but man, just on a daily basis, the daily human failures that happen all the time that you don't hear about.
Especially in business. Everyone thinks they look at people and they look at the money and they're like, oh, look at that. And I'm like, they failed more than they've succeeded.
It's like,
you will fail 100 times more than you'll ever succeed.
It's like that statement where you're, you become an overnight sensation.
Right.
Yeah.
After 20 years.
20 years of trying.
So,
you figured out every way how not to do it.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that too. At every level, in anything that's happened, and people are failing a lot, but that's okay. I don't think it's a bad thing necessarily.
It's a good thing.
Yeah.
Well, people don't like to share it either. Everyone's so scared to share it. That's why I like kind of like the way our podcast is kind of just be yourself. Talk about it. I mean, quit being fake about it and don't, who cares?
Mistakes.
Yeah, really.
Mistakes are such a great learning opportunity.
Yep.
And so, like, the way I talked, like, I got 2 sons, and the one of them's 2, so you can't really get nothing through his head right now, except like applesauce and gummies. But the older one, like, we talk a lot about, like, mistakes are a great opportunity. Like, we can sit around and mope about it and feel sorry for ourselves, or we can say, what's the lesson I need to learn out of these things that can make it where next time I give this a try, that it's a success. And so, like, that's why I always, like, we try to talk about our failures, and we have a lot of them. That's just the way it is in everything.
What about when you ever preach this stuff, and then like a week later you're like, dadgummit, I'm doing it. Like I need to be listening to the lesson from last week, or what I told my kid last week. Dadgummit.
All the time.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel
sometimes I feel fake. Like when I'm sharing something, and then I'm like, man, I need to watch my own podcast.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Am I listening to this?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. Just a few questions. We're gonna keep circling back around to that.
Absolutely.
But you guys are out, like you said, towards the address is kind of like Falkville, though, right? Explain that to me.
Man, Falkville is like a finger that comes out, and it's weird, man.
Yeah,
I don't get it. I don't get it. We're closer to Coleman than Falkville.
Sure.
And yeah, it's literally a finger that comes out, and we happen to be right in that finger.
So you're just in a sliver of
Falkville.
Falkville. So you're not even Coleman County.
Not even Coleman County, Morgan County, right there.
Because see, I wanted to put that in a post recently. I was like, right here in Coleman County, but that's not true.
Yeah,
but it feels like it is.
You can about throw a rock.
You could cross. You could jump over.
Yeah.
Okay. Because sometimes when I throw that address up there, I look at it every time. Right.
Yeah. When you say Falkville, you think 31.
Right.
You don't think 157.
No.
You really don't.
I don't.
Yeah.
I know I don't.
I mean,
when you first started telling me, I was looking down 31 looking for your place. Going, where is this place?
There is a sliver between Coleman County and Lawrence County that because of that sliver, Coleman County is like Lawrence County is considered surrounding county. Surrounding county is around Coleman.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, it may be, I would say, it looks like a mile.
Yeah, just a little slip.
Yeah.
So you guys being out that way, are you? What kind of Walmart situation are you looking at?
Oh, the good one.
That's north. Okay,
The north one.
The good one.
Jared, we're going to convert
South
you
is
to
the
the
best.
north one, man.
I'm not driving all the way up to North.
Hey,
to go to Walmart when I live right here.
Listen, let me tell you something. There's a lot better eating options in the north side of town.
I cook a lot.
Cracker Barrels up there. I mean, you got...
Okay, I have kids that eat chicken, and deer when I feed it to them. That's about it.
They got KFC up there.
I've noticed,
But they want Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
I've
There's
noticed
only
there's
one
more crazy
chicken.
people down
Yeah,
south.
it's Mardi Gras down there, isn't it? Every time.
Hey, it's a show. I mean,
It
you
is.
get to go to Walmart and
but
get a show out of it.
sometimes you don't want to go to Walmart for a show. You just want to go to Walmart and get your stuff and
Yeah.
go home.
I don't go to
Business.
Walmart often, so it's not like my... I went yesterday, though.
Are you?
My 4-wheeler's messed up. The electrical's on it, and the lights won't turn on. I'm trying to figure out how do I drive into the woods to hunt tomorrow and not kill myself. So I was like, I'll go buy a flashlight,
Jared,
just
don't do
tape
that.
it on the front of it, and just hit it and just drive in, rig it with the flashlight.
Now, do y'all go into Walmart or do y'all do grocery pickup?
I go in.
Okay.
Man, the grocery pickup's been a nightmare.
Has it? I do drop off.
Well, yeah, we're in Vinemont. Where I live is in Vinemont, but they don't go out that far. But yeah, it's just been a nightmare, man. I don't know.
Well, they're mixing stuff up.
Yeah, you never get what you want.
Yeah.
It's always they're out, but for some reason I walk in and I can get what I want.
and it's there.
Yeah, it's a little strange. But
We'll have to talk to maybe a stalker there.
Yeah,
Is
we'll have to-
anybody that can talk
We'll
to
have
us
to-
about that, Tony?
We'll have to see about that.
You guys, y'all do any hunting?
oh, absolutely, it's
Tell-
my passion.
Is it?
Yes,
That's your thing?
That's my thing.
No kidding.
Yep.
Like any specific anything.
If it walks, I want to hunt.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Pause.
That was a little stretch.
That's why his property is fenced in with like none of it can get out.
I was looking for. Hold on, I got one here somewhere. Didn't we have like a censor button or something? Anyways, you guys do some hunting.
Yeah.
Is this a family thing, a corporate thing, a personal thing, all of it? What is it?
I personally don't do a lot of hunting.
Okay.
I'm not.
Corey, you don't hunt a lot.
Let's take that back because my dad will kill me. Like I'm on a hunting lease, but I never go.
Okay.
I'm a golf guy.
Golf guy.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we got a golfer and a hunter. Clinton, what's the most fun? Can you think of like the most adventurous hunting trip you've ever been on?
Yeah, probably Maine bear. Well, I was up in Maine on a bear hunt.
Hunting bear.
Yes, with my
Man.
bow. With my bow.
Bow hunting.
Bow hunting a bear?
Yes.
That
There's a
sounds.
clip somewhere on YouTube.
Is it out
I got
there?
it videoed. Yes.
And
So-
you're getting
Get it.
one.
Yeah, I got one. Yeah.
There you
got one.
This sounds like some Rambo stuff.
Yeah, it was.
Right?
It was. You know, you picture Maine as we're talking way back in. I'm talking. There's nothing around for. We drove 4.5 hours on gravel road.
Yep.
To get
Wow.
there. And
4.5 hours on gravel.
on a gravel
Yep.
road, we rented a car, by the way, and we did this in a little car from the Boston airport, and so you can imagine how that car looked by the time it got.
Yeah, I
got back.
bet.
But anyway, got up there and just man, it was an experience, man. Just the whole thing from. Man, they take you out, put you in a stand, and you're by yourself, man. I've never went bear hunting in my life. I got a bow. Never went bear hunting
Were
in
you
my
scared?
life. I was a little.
Yeah.
I admit it.
Yeah.
I will admit it.
You're a little nervous.
It was. They're not huge up there.
Yeah, they're not massive.
They're not massive.
Guys, a
I wanna
small
go to
bear
Alaska.
is still.
What is the
you know,
island out there in Alaska that everybody wants to go? Kodiak Island, something like that.
I think so. Yeah,
It's like where all the big.
But them bears there, you don't want to bow hunt.
They'll come after
They'll
you.
come
huh?
after you.
bring a 50 cow.
Yeah.
Was that jugget to eat? What'd y'all do with the
Yeah, we ate them.
ate them? Okay.
I'm not a big fan of it, to be honest.
Bear?
Meat. It just didn't sit with me very well. But yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I hadn't. Yeah, okay. Bow hunting.
Yep.
For bear. Any other
I went
big game?
Texas. We hunted axes. That is a deer was from Asia that was brought into high fence, but they got loose, and there's an area out in South Texas where they're overrun in free range.
Okay.
wow.
And-
So they're trying to get rid of them.
Not really. It's became such
they're just-
people wanting to go hunt them, so they're really trying to start managing them.
I
But
gotcha.
the government hasn't got a hold of it yet, so they're still classed as a varmint. It's weird.
A varmint.
Yeah, like a.
So you can
That's
kill as
the one
many
that's
as you
got
want.
the long antler in it.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
They're spotted. They look like a
Yep.
fawn, but they're
Yeah.
big.
Yep.
Yeah. So that was a lot of fun, man. I went twice on that. It's a spot and stalk. You got to sneak in on them. Yeah, middle of the
You
summer.
got like your ghillie suit and
well,
stuff? Or you-
it's
Crawling on the ground.
There's
Hey, don't say that. The hunting public guys,
Yes.
they had an episode where he actually did that. He crawled along
Really?
the road where there was a hillside and swooped around where a buck was bedding in the tree line.
Yeah.
And then came up. And when he got up and stood, he was like 10 yards from that buck, but downwind.
Really?
And he walked right in front of him and just popped. It was one of the best shows I've watched.
huh.
That's crazy.
That's a lot of work for a deer. I'm not doing all that. That's too far. I can't crawl that far. It ain't gonna happen.
Have y'all thought about last week with Sean? We talked about IRL streaming. Do y'all know what this is?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Like real life,
I don't.
like in the moment, like you have a camera on you. Have y'all ever considered putting a camera on you going
there's
hunting?
not a chance.
You're not, Cory, you're out.
Like, I'm not. Like,
Not even for golf?
Now, what about a game of golf?
You don't want to see that.
No, there's nobody because when I say I like to golf, it doesn't mean I'm good at golf. So like I'm a
You're a wood golfer.
traditionally, I'm a 25 handicap player, and so
All right.
He plays in the woods.
Yeah.
He's in the woods all the time.
I have very creative shots because I always put myself in actually me and Sean played I guess it was Saturday. 2 Saturdays ago, and I had to make this shot that was like underneath some trees. The green was probably about 90 yards away, and I had to kind of punch it through some trees to pop it up on the green. And I got my 5-wood out. I hit it. It stayed low. Hit like this tall grass berm. Popped up, landed right on the green, and Sean's like, "That's amazing," and I was like, "Well, that's what happens when you stay in the trees. You get really good at hitting out of the trees. If you put me out in the middle of the fairway, it's going to be awful. But you put me out there, if I'm in the trees or like in a very tough shot, I'm like, oh, this is nothing. I've been here a million times.
Sort of adventure golfing.
Yeah, I get out in the fairway and I'm like, I have no clue what to do.
That's why you don't go to the driving range. It's a waste of money because you know you're not going to be in the middle.
Perfect shot.
I play golf like you do, so don't worry.
I tell guys all the time, because we have that's something we do as a company. Like a lot of us play golf, and so we've kind of had an uptick in a bunch of guys starting to play this year, and so. They'll come to me for some reason and they'll be like, Cory, how do you get better at golf? And I'm like, they're like, should I just go hit a bunch of balls at the driving range? I'm like, no, just go play.
Just get out there.
Go play 9 holes. And, if you hit a shot and it's a bad shot, drop another ball, hit another shot. You're not playing on tour. You're not
I don't keep score.
On the flip side of that, we did a show recently at a new club.
Pin High.
Called Pin High over here, and they've got the golf simulators, and they said the simulators have helped them on the course, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah, I hear that a lot.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried the simulator?
I've done one down in Warrior. It's called Paw Patrol.
Okay.
So a couple of guys I go to church with do that, and I've seen that one, but I've done a couple different ones, and I like them. But to me, it goes back to that same situation. It gives you a really good lie. And so, it's in those mats, it doesn't simulate good contact of a ball, of actually hitting on the ground. And in my case, it's tough to simulate a your ball sitting on top of a root. And so
with the stick here and the leaf over here.
Yeah,
you might as well just get out in the backyard at that point, right?
Honestly, but those simulators, I do like them though because they're cool. I plan on playing a lot this winter on those simulators because I don't like to be cold.
What course do you go to a lot here?
So I go to Coleman or Cross Creek, a ton, and then I have a couple down. I actually live in Gardendale, and so I go to a lot down in the kind of Birmingham area.
Have you ever been to that one in? Is it Warrior?
Are you talking about the par 3?
Yes.
Yeah, the Greenbrier. I play that one. So the Morris area right there is where my son plays baseball. And so I play there a ton. I love that course. It is.
What is this, like a hidden course?
So no, it's not.
Just a par 3.
It's a par 3. So
everything's a par 3.
Every hole's a par 3, and it gets you. You get. I use it to fix my irons.
Yep.
And so when I have bad days out on Coleman or playing with some other people and my irons just aren't working, I go there and play.
Yeah.
Because I never pull my driver out of my bag on that course.
Yeah. Clinton, are you a good golfer?
He's a really good golfer. I'll say he's not, but he is.
Not great. I mean, not a
Better than Cory.
better than Cory.
Way better than Cory.
That was the sense I was getting.
He's trying to get you to say it.
Don't want to. Yeah.
Yeah, better than Cory. Yeah, I actually won we call it the Yodors Cup.
Yeah, the Yoders Cup.
Yoders
Is this
Cup,
a yearly thing?
Yearly thing.
What's it look? Do y'all have an actual?
Yeah, we actually have a green jacket and all.
No kidding.
Yeah, like the
this.
year, the previous year winner has to put the jacket onto.
Yeah, it's
This year.
the same
What a
Masters.
tradition.
So it's like 4 days of golf. Like, so just like a PGA event, like 4 different rounds, all which there's nobody carrying like a 4 under into it. It's usually like, I think you won with like what, plus 36.
Over 4, I think so.
Yeah, which is great. Like, that's a great score for amateur golfers.
Golf tournament.
Golf
Do we
tournament?
need to start one up?
Yeah, I mean,
Might be
4
pretty
days
good.
of golf.
anybody who's been on any of the podcasts,
That'd be fun.
can
That'd be fun, man. We've had some good golfers on here. Though.
I need to go back and review
might wanna
y'all's
stop
stuff before
Yeah.
I say I'm gonna be in it.
We've had some good ones. That'd be pretty fun. We might should try that.
Yeah. 4 days.
I mean, I don't
Didn't
play.
Gentry
4 days
say
of golf.
he's a...
Yeah, it's
He's
spread
a
out
scratch.
over the summer.
He's a
so it's
scratch
not like
golfer.
4 straight days. It's
Oh, I was going to say something. I was about to say, y'all take off 4 days to play golf instead of work.
Hey, they're doing good.
I will
That's
take a job there tomorrow.
That is success right there.
Yeah.
That's a level of success that you want to get to. All right, guys. What kind of pizza in town do y'all do?
So with me living in Gardendale, I don't really eat a ton of pizza around here, but when I do, it's Hunt's Brothers.
Hunt's Brothers.
yeah.
just a gas station.
Yeah.
Gas station pizza,
Let me
man.
tell you, that's some of the best pizza that you will find.
Yeah.
I love that stuff.
Tony, you're into Hunt's?
I mean, I like it. Don't get me
Hunt Brothers?
wrong.
Yeah.
But if
That's
I'm-
not your go-to?
It's not my go-to.
Well, I mean, in the context of where I'm at, it's not like I'm like, my family's got to drive all the way up here to meet me, to be like, hey, let's go get a pizza. If we're going to drive all the way up here, we're probably going to go to like Allsteak or somewhere like that.
Sure. Clinton?
Man, what's the one right down here by Firehouse Sub?
Marco's. Yeah.
That's what we do.
Man, they're good, aren't
Marco's, or if the kids are just hungry for pizza, we'll go to Little Caesars.
they? Little Caesars for the kids. I know that feeling.
Yeah, just swing by because it's ready.
Hot and ready.
Hot and ready pizza.
Hard to beat that.
So,
yeah.
I'm not a big pizza guy, but so it's not like, but if I do, typically there.
What's your go-to?
Man, Supreme. Oh, you mean like pizza?
No, I'm talking about
food.
food.
Sushi.
Sushi.
Baby. I love it.
Well, you're not getting that in town. Where are you getting
Well,
that?
rock and roll.
Rock and roll sushi. I
roll
Or
was
you
sushi.
go
thinking
to
about it.
Ninjas. Ninjas
Ninjas
has
got
it.
sushi.
Yeah.
Yep.
Peking's got sushi.
Hey, don't sleep on Public Sushi.
Hey,
Hey,
Publix,
don't
every
sleep on
Wednesday.
Publix sushi.
Every Wednesday,
Man.
$5.
Yep.
Let me tell you something. That's
you
where
know
shopping's
why?
a pleasure.
Do you know why
Yep.
it's on sale? You're at the cutoff.
Hey, listen.
Like, if they're trying to get that out the door, okay, that's not something I want to test the expiration date on a sushi.
What, at Publix?
Anywhere.
Man, Publix sushi is so good.
Yeah.
It's really good.
I think it's made every day. It's just
Yeah.
their special. They do it on. That's when I let my oldest.
No.
My oldest loves sushi.
Yeah.
So like, go up there, buy her 2 or 3 of those packages. She'll
Yeah.
destroy them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a tough. I'm with you though. Like,
Yeah.
like my wife will pick it up at Publix. I'm like, you sure?
Yeah.
You sure?
They make it each day.
Yeah, they make
but
it
it's-
each
yeah,
day.
Yeah,
it's the
they're
thought.
making
It's
it each
sold.
day, but that
It's
fish
sold.
isn't getting made every day.
Oh, my God. Depending on what, it also depends on what roll you get.
Yeah, I know.
you
A lot
gotta
of
be
that's
picky.
not sushi. I
You
mean, a
gotta-
lot of
you gotta
that's
be picky on that.
a lot of it's fake crab meat. And
When you lived in Japan, is that?
yeah, I mean that's what I'm
So-
saying. But their like gas station sushi is good. You're getting good tuna and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, not everyone has the luxury to move to Japan.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's not always fish in the Publix sushi. It's like crab meat
but
and
this is-
cucumbers.
Yeah.
I mean,
invitation.
Look at
Yeah.
the size of Japan compared to us. You think we're going to go to the gas station and get sushi and not get sick?
no. Okay, that's a common misconception though, Tony. You don't want fresh sushi in America. You want it frozen every time. It kills the parasites.
What?
Yeah. You
All
want
of us are like, wait, what?
I'm gonna be
gonna tell
100%
you.
honest. I did not see this going there.
yeah. You want the fish
I'm for it.
to
I
be
wanna hear this.
frozen. They do like a flash freeze thing that kills a lot of the parasites. So you don't want
So you're talking about the raw fish ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If you're eating it raw,
Yeah.
sushi, you want that to have been, if you're in America, for the most part, you want that to have been frozen.
Yeah.
You don't want somebody to say, I just caught this in Smith Lake. It's fresh. I don't think you want that, man. That's what I'm saying.
Is that the Coleman roll at Rock and Roll?
Yeah,
Is that what
see,
it is?
I don't
The
know.
Coleman roll.
Yeah.
Smith
Lake Bass.
Smith Lake bass.
Oh my god.
Is that the one with the crawfish in it?
Someone's gonna comment and be like, "God, no, they're gonna get mad at us at Rock and Roll Sushi for saying that."
Hey, I like rock and roll sushi.
So sushi in town, we go out of town a lot. I love sushi. I don't know if you've been there in Huntsville. It's a restaurant called I Love
hadn't,
Sushi.
no.
Terrible. It's not the best name in my opinion.
Yeah.
It sounds kind of, but man, it's good.
I'll
It's
try it sometime.
yeah. Get up there. They got 2 locations. All right, sushi. Sounds good. Do you guys do sports, game days, college football?
I'm a huge baseball guy.
Yeah.
I love baseball. Probably,
Who's your team?
unfortunately, the Atlanta Braves.
Hey. There's nothing unfortunate
No,
about
there
that.
is. There is.
No, it's a great franchise. They just said they're injured this season.
Yeah, that's
it.
not their problem. But, like, that's not their issue at all. Because if that was their issue, they wouldn't have let me down for the last 32 years.
32 years.
Whoa, 32.
Yeah.
They won the World Series 3 years ago. 2
They
years
should have
ago.
won like 8. So
That's true, but you know,
I have a very love-hate relationship with the Atlanta Braves.
Yeah.
And so
Like being an Auburn fan.
Hey, I'm right over here. I'm an Auburn fan.
Okay.
Yeah, I am too.
Okay.
It's like being an Auburn fan.
So like my 80, I forget how exactly old, but I think he's 87-year-old grandpa, still living. He is the reason I'm an Atlanta Braves fan, and so every now and then I'll be on the phone with him, and he'll be like, "I'm watching the Braves game. You watching the Braves game?" I'm like, yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's
and
it.
then,
You can
like,
share that trauma together.
well, yeah, and then I'm like, why did you do this to me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, but
Yeah.
he's the reason I love baseball so much. So it's just my son plays baseball. That's just we're a baseball family.
Clinton, do you do
College
game
football,
days? Yeah.
college football, which I mean, I watch every sport. I'm a just big sport guy. I love it.
Do you have any traditions, game day traditions?
Yeah, watch Auburn lose.
What?
No, not really, man. I just watch. I love NBA basketball, NFL. Which right now I'm big into fantasy football.
Y'all have a league?
Yeah, we got a league.
Yeah.
How you doing? I lost.
But
Again.
we've done this for 3 years, and I have 2 straight championships.
No
looking
kidding.
good.
There you
Corey.
go.
Corey's coming in.
I have in my
Hot.
office. I have 2 Lombardi trophies.
The Yoder Lombardi
looking for a third.
Yeah.
Looking good.
Yeah. There you go.
Looking good.
How many's on the team? Like, how many's in your
We have
franchise?
14 in our league.
14?
Yeah.
Tough, man.
Whoa.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's brutal because if you
I'm
get
about to say.
you have a player go down, like there's not much to go get.
Yeah.
in the waivers. So
We got
it's,
10, and it's rough.
Yeah.
yeah,
I wouldn't see adding. I mean, 4 more players. That's,
Yeah, I got 12 in both of mine.
yeah.
it's
I'm
brutal.
doing terrible in one of them. I've lost every single game. I am last. I was like, "Yep, this is my year to do the."
Do y'all do punishments?
This is the first year that I brought up punishments, and of course, this is the first year
Yeah.
I bring up. Let's do a punishment.
You're gonna lose. Yeah.
I'm gonna lose. So
I'm not dragging up the rear in mine, but I'm right behind it, right in front of it. I'm
did,
off. My team is injured, IR. It's just like first round draft
Man,
pick sitting on the
isn't-
bench.
Isn't a ton of players going down this year?
Oh,
though?
it is awful
everywhere.
And look
What's
at,
going
if you
on?
look
I don't
at
know,
the,
man.
I don't know,
It's-
but if you even look at the scoring for receivers is awful
yeah,
right now.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
At one point, the highest scorers were kickers.
yeah.
Leading the points were kickers. That's
Really?
how bad it was. It is.
It's feast or
awful.
famine.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
1 week, a player will score 20 points next week. Like I got Pierce off of Indianapolis. I grabbed him up. He's had a great year. I pick him up and I'm like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to start you over Allen. And what does he do? Big old goose egg.
Yep.
All year he scored 15, 20 points, and now he's 0. It's a rough season this year.
Yeah. Like it's like I have Kyle Pitts as my tight end, and I've wanted to trade him or drop him about 15 times. But then like one week, I'm like, I get this gut feeling. I'm like, this is the week he's gonna go.
He's gonna explode.
And he's had one so far, hadn't he?
Like that was a week he went off and had a great game. And I'm like, okay, you've earned yourself 3 more weeks. We have like my team. We have meetings. That's what you have to do to have back-to-back championships. Yeah. You have to have team meetings and talk about those things. But yeah, we did a punishment last year, which is much more brutal than we did this year.
Yeah.
We made the loser go to Waffle House for 24 hours and sit in the Waffle House for 24 hours, and every waffle he ate took an hour off his time.
Oh, okay. I've heard people doing that.
Yeah. He claimed he still will not look at a waffle to this day.
Bet. How many did he eat?
I think he got 17 down.
17.
Yeah, he's an animal.
17 waffles.
Shout out to Jimmy.
I would have just sat there for 24 hours.
17.
How many could you do?
17 waffles? I probably could do. Probably do 17.
No way.
Yeah.
You think you could do 17 waffles?
Yeah.
Oh, let's.
I'll
over the course. Like if I started there at 8 in the morning,
yeah,
I could probably be out of there by like 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
You're spending the day.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm going to be there, if I'm going to be there all day, I'm going to spread it out.
Well, he took 17 hours off.
Yeah, he took 17 hours off.
Yeah,
so he only was in there for 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
and he really sat in there. Did y'all have video proof?
Oh no, he had to send us.
I went in there.
Clinton came in and said, "All right."
He had to send us like a.
So you're kind of the enforcer.
Yeah.
This year we're just doing head shaved. If you come in last, you get your head shaved.
What would be my punishment?
Yeah.
You should have to wear a wig.
Wear a wig top of their head.
Oh, okay. That would look eyebrows and beard.
Everything. That'd be bad. All right, y'all play any video games?
Oh God, stop this!
I play some. Unfortunately, once again, I play Rocket League, and that's a terrible game.
Yeah.
But there's nothing really great to play anymore. I play a little college football every now and then, but it's actually kind of funny. We were talking earlier. I play with Sean a lot. I got
y'all
this
stream? Are y'all streaming?
He does.
Can we watch this live?
Because there's no reason for me to do that. But I actually did this new little upgrade to what I do. I bought a projector.
Okay.
And I actually project a screen onto my ceiling above my bed.
Oh my gosh! This is peak.
And
I know. I
can lay in bed and play video games. And what's actually funny, all the guys that I play with, they actually make fun of me.
Yeah.
Because I'll just be playing at night, and I'll just fall asleep.
Sure. You're in bed. You're laying down in bed. Of course, you're falling asleep.
Which the only I get their point, because there are some times that I'm playing and they're like,
you got to wake up,
they
man.
need me, and which is not very often.
Can't
but every
be playing
now and
these
then.
team games like Rocket League, falling asleep, man.
And so
that's actually kind of genius. And I got a projector sitting.
It's awesome. My wife was not a fan of it.
I was going to say, you don't want to bring that in. I don't know.
Like the first night I did it, I set it up. My wife was like, "No, this is not happening."
Yeah.
And then, I was like, "Well, baby, it's got a built-in Fire Stick in it. We can watch movies on it." And so, just to sweeten the deal, I played a little. We watched.
You watched some Grey's Anatomy?
No, we watched. You've Got Mail.
It's a classic.
Oh yeah,
it's one of the best movies ever made.
Hey, she cuddled right up. We watched that movie.
Are you saying that being serious?
And it was.
Who
does great.
it? Show me one person that doesn't like that.
You
movie.
don't like that movie?
I don't know. I don't.
Tell me one
I
person.
liked
not
it,
like
but
that
I
movie?
wouldn't say it was the best movie ever.
Tom Hanks.
I know. Do you know what just came back on? I was looking for it the other day. Couldn't find it on Apple TV or anything to even buy. The Burbs.
The Burbs, where they move into the
The next door neighbors.
Next door neighbors.
It's on Amazon right now.
That's a classic.
Sorry. That's funny. Y'all talk about that.
Yeah, that's a classic.
Tom Hanks got a lot of good movies.
Yeah.
He does.
I used to be a big gamer, but
Hold on. Okay. What does that mean?
used to.
When you say a big gamer,
When he was a kid.
When I was a kid.
okay,
So like 20 years ago.
you
grew up,
but you were into it.
I was into it. I played all the time.
What was your big game?
I'm a big sports guy.
Okay,
Big sports guy.
NCAA,
All of it, man.
Yeah, NCAA 14 was the best.
Yeah, man.
Back in the day.
Back in the day.
I'm trying to look for a 360 so I can play that again.
But now it's like my sons are like, let's play Minecraft. I'm like, gosh,
You can't get into Minecraft?
I can't do it, man. Well, it depends. There's some nights where I'll get into this building mode and I just kill it.
Yeah.
But so far, or lately, I've been trying to just hide from my kids.
Yeah.
Like just dig down in the ground.
Can you find me?
That's why I'm going hunting tomorrow. I'm going hunting from the
Jared's
kids for
doing
3
real
days.
life hiding.
Like I'm gone. I'm packed up right now, ready to go.
No, I love it, but I just don't have the time, man.
That's it. It's a
that's more
time
of that.
sink,
Yeah,
isn't it?
Yeah. So
Yeah. Minecraft's pretty fun, though. I
Yeah,
can't do creative, but like if I'm, if you're in it and you're building something, you got a mission, I can get into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's I have that problem where if I'm not into Minecraft, but once I start building something,
You gotta finish it.
You gotta see it
finish
through.
it.
And you always got to add to it. That's
Yeah.
the
You
biggest
gotta
thing.
add to it.
You got to add to
I
it.
will build a house and I'm like, oh, that looks nice. You know what? I'm gonna change this real quick. It's 8:00 at night when I started. It's 5 a.m. already. I'm finishing up. I was like, oh man, I gotta go to bed.
Let me tell y'all something. He's shaking his head, but he's the one guy I bet if we could get him to play for 30 minutes, you're not going to hear from him for
Who,
2
me?
days. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You
For
would
a
be
week.
you would be out.
Yeah,
I bet
my
once you
ADHD
started,
would kick in hardcore, and
yeah,
I'd
you
be-
would have like a city built.
Yeah.
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 That's why I don't play video games. I would never.
Did you know that they built like all of Middle Earth on Minecraft?
Jared doesn't know what that is.
Wait,
Hang on, time out. Is Middle Earth,
Middle Earth,
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, yeah.
They built
Yeah.
like the giant city
Yeah.
in the last one. I can't think. I'm blanking on the
You're talking
name.
about it that's in
Menace
the mountains.
Or
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
yeah. They built like the entire city
With Minecraft.
in Minecraft. Yes.
Yeah, there's people that
Yeah, there's
They
a lot
take
of really
it
cool
serious.
stuff.
Look, when me and Michael were dabbling in the AR world, and I was having to build stuff on.
Yeah. He got into it.
I
man.
did.
He talks about
Listen,
games, but listen, he
I
got
spent
into
all
this.
night trying to get fireworks that you could pull up on your phone and just walk outside because I was going to try to do
Or
them
your
over
VR
in Depot.
camera. Yeah,
or you could pull
your
up your phone
headset.
and fireworks would start displaying over Depot Park. I kept leaving my house all night, driving to Depot Park, trying to get the GPS plug in to work.
So you doing
the next
like-
thing you know, the sun's coming up, and I'm like, God, I gotta bring the kids to school. I hadn't even slept yet.
So you're doing like some Pokemon Go with
Yeah.
fireworks.
Yes,
though.
that's it.
Yeah.
That's
with
exactly
fireworks.
it.
It was a couple of years ago, right before Second Friday, and I was like, "How cool would it be if we could put up?" And we were going to do.
That's
like
when
a
we had the giant
advertise-
3D Johnny's
Yeah.
stuffed baked potato.
That's what. We were like, "How cool would this be to build all this?" And I started playing. And he is correct. If I started playing video games, I wouldn't be here right
Yeah.
now. I'd be at home playing video games.
Yeah.
It's just my.
We could set it up here and
While y'all-
stream that. How would that work, Sean? Help us out there.
IRL.
Can we do that somehow on the podcast? Jared streaming to Twitch, playing a game.
Yeah, you could do that.
Is there something there?
Yeah, you can do that.
That'd be interesting.
There's actually several podcasts now that like everyone plays a video game.
Then what are they doing on the podcast?
They just so what you would do on the headset, like over headset, you're just doing it with a camera in front of your face.
yeah.
Okay.
So
So,
they're
but
playing-
how are you seeing the game?
So pretty much, you're just streaming you and a group of people playing video games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. So instead
I'm
of the
still-
camera
after-
in front of
after
us,
Sean-
you're seeing their
I don't
video
get any
games.
of this
Yeah.
world.
Yeah.
Like,
Kind of like a lower third, you'll have like their face.
I gotcha. Yeah.
But
Maybe
you-
we should just green screen everybody in the back and then have the video game behind us, and we're all.
okay, let's talk
It could
something else. Other
happen.
video
It could
games.
happen.
What do you want to talk about, Jared?
I don't know.
Yeah, Jared, bring us in.
Bring us
Let's
in.
talk about hunting since hunting starts today. Actually,
We
isn't
did.
it?
We
it
already,
opens today.
I thought we went over hunting.
No, well,
There's-
you
there's a
did,
lot
but
of hunting to
there's
talk
something-
about, but-
Hey, it just started.
What's
so
Jared? What's your favorite hunting story then?
Yeah.
last year when my youngest daughter killed her first big ape?
There you go.
There you go.
That's solid.
How long were y'all out there waiting?
Not long, actually. It was the evening hunt. We went in, and it was weird. I sprayed a little bit of
Spray.
estrogen.
That's what cats do.
Doe smell.
I got you.
Attractant. Then did a little bit of a grunt and sat down in the shooting house and sat there and was looking, and I feeder's way out there, and then I'm looking, I'm like, what? And I looked at her, I go, there he is. He was sitting, and he come up, and she dropped him right there and walked up, and he was rubbing all the trees in the back corner. We didn't know it. So when I grunted at him, he didn't like it, and he was coming to see who was coming out, and he came right out, and he turned, and she
got him.
Yep.
Got him.
Yep, that's the best. I loved it.
Wow.
That's a good one.
Yeah, man.
Her killing hers.
For me, man, it's like I've killed enough deer in my life that it's taking people that are on their first hunt or something like that, man. It's my adrenaline. Gosh,
so would you take? Would either one of you take some random person?
How random?
Well, I mean,
That sounds like a hitchhiker.
I would love.
Well, you got to go get your license. You're old enough. You got to get your license first.
I got to get my license.
All you got to do is go online and take a course, safety course.
I could go to the North Walmart and get my hunting license too.
Really?
Have you taken the safety course? Because I don't want to have to sit with you.
So you got to take a safety course.
You have to take the safety course to get your to sit by. So after she did that, she's been like she's all about hunting.
Why is she not going with you tomorrow?
Because she's got school, and it's daddy time. Dad needs to be by himself.
Remember hiding from the kids.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I'm hiding. But after she killed it, I made her take the safety course. So this year she'll be able to hunt by herself.
Okay, there you go.
So I don't have to sit with her. So I can hunt when she hunts. But he is correct. It's the best time is when other
taking
people
somebody else out there.
I try to do it every year. Try to take somebody that's never killed a deer or been hunting at least once a year. And we've I think it's, if I'm not mistaken, I'm 5 straight where I've taken somebody and they've killed their first deer. Like,
wow.
Have they ever had the same reaction as Luke Bryan has?
Oh my God.
Did I get him?
I'm telling you, sometimes they'll lose it, man.
Yeah.
But the truth is, I took both my sons last year. They were able to each get a deer. And they asked me, "What's wrong, Daddy?" Because I'm over there just like...
Let me tell you, if the 3.5-year-old that came out on me last year around this time comes out again this year, and he's as big as I think he's going to be, oh yeah, I'm going to be shaking like that because he's going to be a monster. He'll be the biggest one.
Don't forget, I want that deer jerky.
Hey, I'll make it.
Do y'all stream Netflix, Hulu? Y'all do any of that?
I watched. That's probably where too much of my time goes.
Really?
Yeah.
You watch a lot?
I do.
Yeah. What do you watch,
man?
What's the last thing you watched?
I am watching. What's it called?
I don't know.
Give the man some time. Tony.
I can tell you.
He pulled up his Netflix account.
There it is.
It's continue watching section. It's right there.
Let's see here. Chicago PD. I'm into it right now.
Okay.
I hadn't seen that. Is it good?
It's good. I like it.
I have to check that out.
Man, I'm having a problem though. For some reason I can't stick to anything right now.
I'm in that
stretch.
jumping.
I'm in
You're
that
jumping
stretch
around.
where like
I
get
do that.
3/4 through an episode. I'm like, God, what am I doing?
The Old Man is a good one because remember Josh Wiggins talked about it, so I jumped on it and I'm hooked on it.
Yet you still haven't watched Game of Thrones, and we've talked about it several times.
I know, but that's a lot to watch.
I got into
It's hour episodes, and there's how many seasons?
Oh, they're
6.
There's 8.
Which is kind of funny. I just finished Burn Notice, redoing it again for the first. I mean, that was back when I was
Burn
a kid.
Notice.
I love that. I watched all of it.
Have you noticed how you go back and watch movies from when you were a kid and you're like, gosh, this is terrible.
Yes, yes.
Some of them.
First thing Andrea said when she came in there and I was watching Burn Notice, she's like, "When was this made? In the '90s?"
Yeah.
I mean, they're good, but it's more the video,
the pictures bad.
I one of my favorite movies as a kid was Angels in the Outfield.
Yes.
Right. And so it finally popped up on Disney Plus. And you couldn't find it anywhere because I was gonna have a moment with my son. We both love baseball. I was about to show him hey, this is a great movie about baseball. And so it finally popped up, and I think me and my son are about to have this great moment of he's gonna fall in love with the same movie that I loved as a kid. And watching it, I'm like, there's actually some. A couple touchy things that are they're pushing the envelope on this is no longer a kid's for kids. And then my kid watched it and he was like, it was okay. And I'm like,
how about the 7-minute intros with credits from the old days? You know?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You have 5 a whole song playing And my kids are like, "Is this the end?" They're like, "No, son, this is the beginning. This is just getting you ready for the movie."
Sorry, I got to fast forward through this.
It's like in Forrest Gump, how the feather flies all the way around the country before it starts.
That's right. Yeah, there's a lot of those when you go back and watch.
You said that. I've never seen the beginning of Forrest Gump.
Whoa. Yeah.
I don't remember that. I remember the entirety of the movie and how I cannot stand Jenny.
Yeah, no, that's low.
Jenny's rough.
I do not like her. She is not good for Forrest. Forrest could have done better.
Not.
Here we go.
That is my 2 cents on.
I agree with you 100%. Like every time I watch that movie, I'm like, Forrest, just get away
Just
from her.
move on.
Just move, Jenny.
on.
Just
Just
move
go
away from her.
Because every time he gets his life like all like situated, he's got his new thing. Here comes Jenny to ruin it all.
Yeah,
and it's like and I get it. Listen,
is that some kind of like metaphor for America? Like we're always focused on the wrong things.
I could see it. I mean,
is that
or no?
I
I
don't
think
know.
we're always prospering, and then something crazy comes along, and we're like
Sidetracks us,
we get
huh?
sidetracked.
Yeah.
I think there's something there deeper. I don't know. I could be wrong. Jenny could just be terrible.
you know,
No, Jenny is terrible.
I
don't think that's.
lots of box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
There you go.
I don't think that's Forrest's kid.
I agree. The
I don't
timeline
think
just
a
don't
lot-
line
It
up.
doesn't line up. It
Don't
doesn't
line
line up. That is not Forrest's son.
She's lying.
I'm gonna tell you. I mean, good for Forrest. I mean, he's raising a kid. I mean, the kid's gonna have a great life.
Yeah.
But I agree with you. I don't.
Nobody.
Kid's doing great right now.
That's
You
not his
got
son.
married, got a job.
Yeah.
And then, yeah. Let's-
How about Lieutenant Dan? Did y'all see that during the hurricane
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
down
the
in
actual
Florida? The dude they call Lieutenant Dan. Did y'all see that?
I did.
Clint? Oh,
There's a
man.
one-legged
Clinton
dude.
They call Lieutenant Dan.
They call Lieutenant Dan.
He's like, I'm not evacuating. He's in a boat. He's in a boat.
I did see that. Yes, I
he
did.
lives
yes.
in a boat.
Yeah.
Did he make it?
He made it.
Yeah, he made it.
Yeah.
Like he
His,
got up, like, the
water
next
goes
morning.
up and down.
Like honestly, like his logic is sound.
It's not, Cory. No,
I'm sitting there going, like, he's like, I got a rope tied off to the dock
Cory,
with enough
it's
slack
not
that it's going
sound.
to let me go up and down. I'm like, my man's on to something. I mean, it checks out.
Plenty
I mean,
of
I'm not
boats
saying
tump over,
do
right?
that. I'm not saying do that if you're not an experienced sailor. Okay,
But Lieutenant Dan,
But
you feel
he's
like-
not though. That's the thing.
you can kind of look at him and say he's seen a few things.
Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no leg.
It's fine. He don't need legs to sail. Right?
He's swinging around on those ropes, rigging it up.
Fine.
Well, speaking of news, it actually goes back to hunting. What do you think about that 89-year-old man out in Montana? Like,
I didn't see anything on
What are we
that.
talking about, Tony?
he basically
Is this like
engineered
off the grid kind of situation, or what?
He engineered
The goat
a
breed.
goat breed, and like the government was like, "Hey, yo,
You
no,
can't be cloning.
You
Tony.
can't be cloning."
No,
Yeah,
you
he
can't clone in your garage.
Like made like a hybrid type sheep or something like that.
And he made it for big game.
yeah.
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 I mean,
I've never heard that.
You haven't heard
This
about
is
this?
interesting. I got to look this up.
Yeah.
y'all gotta get on TikTok.
Yeah.
Some guy in the middle of nowhere in
That's
Montana.
all over.
Hey, that's something I
80
can look for tomorrow when I'm sitting.
He's
in the stand.
89
Nothing to do.
years
I'll think
old
about
though.
it.
Like,
Yeah.
he
He knew what he
Yeah,
was
he got-
doing.
he got
knew what he
I
was
mean, he
doing.
must be pretty smart to
He
do
got
it.
6
I don't think
months
that's something.
in jail, didn't he? For that.
something like that. And then they're like, "We're gonna have to kill all of them." And
Hold
it's
on,
like,
hold
but
on,
the thing
though.
is, like, he sold those offsprings to like several different people.
Yeah, it's
so who knows how many of them are running around now?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I'm picturing a goat here that's like crazy looking. Is
That's
it?
what I'm
No,
trying to
it's
figure
just got the horns are like extra big or bigger than
Well,
a
now I
normal
wanna hunt it.
mountain goat. Yeah, exactly. That's
that
why he
makes
made
me want to
it.
go.
Yeah, I
get
want to
it.
go hunt it.
Yeah,
That's why
you
he
can't
made it.
imagine like the documentation was real sound on an operation like that. So it might be tough to track them down.
Hold
I'm
on,
just-
hold on. What's the lesson here, though? What, like, don't clone or don't tell people you're cloning? Like, what?
I'm just no. It's what all I'm saying is like a guy that's doing that at 89-year-old, 80 or however
He
old
was
he
like
is.
89 years old. Yeah.
Yeah, like you can't say like I'm sure he didn't keep great records.
You're saying like in the kitchen, the
No, I'm
recipe's
saying
not
like putting
exact.
I'm saying like putting it back in the box is going to be difficult for people. Like that's what I'm more or less saying. I'm not
What do you
speaking to
think,
whether
Tony?
you should do it.
What is? Do you think this guy deserves jail time?
I don't think he deserves jail time. Definitely think he needs. I don't think he deserves anything, honestly.
I think he's a genius.
Because he's trying to. What he was trying to do was trying to make, like, the goat that was outlawed in this country, apparently, or not. It's not native to this country. He couldn't get it over, so he took the embryos of that goat, brought it here, and then did the whole like.
Clinton, what do you think? This guy, I mean, what?
Man, I just being a hunter, I'll go back to that. I think
You said go for it.
go for it.
But
Let's-
let me ask you: there's no difference between people in these new deer farms that are
Yeah.
breeding
Yeah, I mean, that's-
non-typical
yeah,
deer.
Whoa, guys! there's got to be a difference.
thing-
I mean, I'm not
the-
saying
no,
it's
They're
good or bad,
breeding
but
non-typical. You know how it
breeding-
is non-typical. You know, I mean,
breeding and cloning.
But he wasn't really
But there's some
cloning.
genetics.
He was taking the genetics of one goat, putting it into
another.
another, and then letting it reproduce.
So it's like a labradoodle.
yeah,
yeah, that's all he was doing essentially. But
So this is like a Gregor Mendel situation.
yeah. But when you get in
right?
with the wildlife
You know, the
people,
genes.
Yeah, that's
splitting, yeah.
that's the key. Is
let me tell you, the wildlife people is the one who got mad.
Why are
'Cause
they mad?
They get mad about everything.
because it's PETA, man.
These are the same people that think that the way to
not the
take
same
care of the
thing.
beavers is to bring alligators around,
Right.
and then when the alligators get bad, you know, like.
PETA.
It's
out
the reason
there-
why there's different ruts. We talked about this last time, I
Yes,
think,
yeah.
but different ruts in different area, and it's because they brought deer from different parts of the country over here
Yeah,
to breed.
They brought like deer down from Iowa.
Yep.
And like
And Bankhead. Bankhead's rutting right now almost.
Deer that get bigger. They brought them down to breed with Alabama
Yeah, I
deer.
don't think you should get jail
But
for that,
see,
right?
here's the problem with that. When you mix that, now we got rut that runs all year because you got, or not all year, but all
That's
all
actually
winter.
nice.
Yeah, because they're mixing with the Alabama does. So now rut? They normally rut the northern deer rut in November. Now you got rut in December because them are the cross.
Mine
breed.
goes into February.
Yeah. Then you got the Alabama deer January, February. So it's like just a
Wow. I wonder,
That's why we
they
have
need to figure out how to breed some that won't get the chronic wasting disease.
Can't stop
right?
that.
They can engineer it out.
You can't stop.
I mean,
That's a bug, right?
Michael, you could do it.
It's
but you're gonna get
you're gonna
caught.
get
You get jail
jailed.
time.
So it's deer lick branches. They lick each other's face and stuff, and that's where they're getting it from.
Yeah.
And you can't stop it.
That's like crops, though. They engineer crops, to resist certain
Yeah,
things.
and that's why.
Maybe- I mean, we can
that's
get a
why
vaccine and go
Americans
give 'em all a
are
shot if
so
you want. I mean-
because it's all made in a factory now. You can't get good products unless you go local. I mean,
no, yeah, I don't know.
You know why?
I don't know.
You know why he's getting jail time? It's because the government
Couldn't make money off it.
couldn't make money off.
That's
it.
kind of like the axis deer out in Texas now. There were foreign deer brought in, high fence, they got loose. And there's rumor that the Texas Wildlife Association, or whatever they're called, is going to now start, you have to pay for tags now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because now they
Make money off of it.
Make money off of it. So
Yeah.
Like for Alabama, for years they wouldn't let you. You couldn't hunt over corn. You could hunt over your food plots, but not over corn. And then finally,
Yeah, I got in
state
trouble
was
for
like,
that.
"Hey, you can hunt over corn now, but you got to pay us $25 to do it."
Yeah.
Huh.
So they make money off of it.
I mean, eventually they're gonna be like, you can spotlight, but if you get caught,
Pay the fine.
you just paid $25 fine. You be okay.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, we're gonna be spotlighting hogs here soon if we don't.
Yeah,
If we don't
getting
get a
out of
handle
control.
on it.
Yep.
I had 30 on my property 2 years ago. Now we laid waste to those suckers. Went out because you can night hunt those legally up to the start of deer season.
Yeah, up to
gun
the start,
season.
Clinton,
And during deer
Cory,
season, you can't.
where can we see your show?
YouTube is where it's big. It's blowing up on YouTube. You can.
Y'all got a following over there.
We do, man. People have asked us how we done it. I honestly don't know.
Just the algorithm picked you up.
They picked us up, man. One of the big things, we went to Africa, and we have to Uganda.
Hunting?
No, we just as a company. Yodors Talk. We actually got invited through the podcast to go talk at a business conference over there. So went over there, and we actually ended up getting a big following in Uganda.
Really?
So we got,
wow.
we got a big following.
You guys are worldwide.
There you go.
two countrywide.
Hey.
I don't know. There was.
Nah, it's probably three.
point.
You got a Canadian at least.
Yeah,
At
we
least
got a
one.
few- yeah.
There was a point. I guess it was season 2. Wasn't it season 2? That we had a large following in Pakistan.
There you
so
go.
I was pretty.
Are y'all gonna
excited
visit?
about it. I would. I mean, probably not. But
Yeah.
but
That would be a
We're
show.
not, I don't think we'll visit.
yeah, you could do great
do
people.
some
Love 'em.
IRL streaming there. That's what.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to. You're gonna want to.
Yeah.
It's going to
Yeah.
be interesting. So, yeah, YouTube, Spotify. We put it on our Facebook pages as well. So, that's, yeah.
There you go.
Cool, man. I'm excited. I'm gonna watch. I mean, it sounds like y'all got a lot of content. You go what every Friday? What
Every other Friday.
every other Friday?
Yeah, every other Friday.
Get new
That's what we're doing,
content.
yeah.
There you go.
Very
So,
cool.
We got a special guest coming on, Mr. James Spann himself.
Oh, there you go.
Look at that.
Yeah, so that's going to be coming up. Be a little bit yet. He's kind of booked out, but we got
I can't believe he's still around.
the date schedule and
Hey,
everything.
why you say it like that?
No. Like still working. I guess what I mean.
Because he is
Yeah.
Alabama's weatherman.
I understand that. He has been since I was a little kid. I remember when. Yeah, that
trust
came out
nobody
really
this
bad.
What is that?
God, now I'm gonna be like on. Someone's gonna start a Facebook
gonna come
page,
after
a
you.
hater,
Yeah.
because they think I want James Spann to die.
Listen, if
no, I
he's
don't
got
think
his
James
shirt,
Spann. I don't
if
want
he's
you to
got
die.
just
I
the
just
suspenders on,
can't
you know,
believe you're
there's
still
a
doing it.
polygon on the board.
Man, especially if you've seen him lately, he's having to deal with the crazies. You know, he
Yeah.
addressed.
his
Well, didn't he
Facebook.
get shut off of Facebook over something too?
I don't know about that, but he had to address some people bringing up, some wild, I guess,
Yeah.
I don't know, conspiracies or something.
Well,
Yeah.
it was like when all those hurricanes were coming, like everybody's sitting there saying like the government has a weather machine that's enhancing these hurricanes.
That's it.
If
like,
anybody's
he's sitting
doing it,
over
it's
there
Elon.
Like, no, they're not. Like,
Yeah, with his robots.
yeah.
It's Elon with his satellites and his robots. Come on.
Yeah.
We're not living in Geostorm.
Cory, Clinton, man, thanks so much for coming in. We'll have to get you guys in again.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
We'll do it again.
Love to.
Thanks
On
for
location.
watching. On that'd be cool.
location.
We'll
On
get out and do
Okay,
something.
yeah, we
Come
go.
on.
Yeah.
You guys have been watching Happy Neighbors. I'm Michael Sapp.
I'm Tony.
Jared.
Clint.
Cory.
Thanks for coming in, guys.